Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill announced over the last week or so he's going to be returning as Superman. Initially as a cameo, I believe. But then there's been a series of events which have unfolded after that initial announcement that have potentially... I mean, he's following his return in Black Adam, he's appeared... I've not seen Black Adam yet. I've not seen it yet. I need to go and see it. Is it out yet? I think it may be. It's earned nearly $1 billion at the box office. He's returned. I need to see Black Adam. Love Dwayne Johnson. It's blasphemy, I've not seen it. Following that return, there's been a series of events which have seen people having nervous breakdowns, so-called people in the know, on Twitter, on YouTube. Hint, hint. Grace Randolph having a breakdown over Henry, seemingly revealing a pent-up hatred for a man she doesn't even know. This is a woman who's been called a bullshitter in the past by James Gunn, who's of course overseeing DC now. He's the creative, omnipotent force over there at Warner Brothers. I'm sure Grace will love that. She's been called a bullshitter. This guy's now in control. Even if Henry wasn't set to come back as Superman long term, I feel that James Gunn is just the right kind of personality to give him at least 1 or 2 more movies just to get it right up her. Just found that really, really interesting, really strange. The nonsense she was coming out with. That was a nice little byproduct of this news. But of course, he has left The Witcher. He's hung up his white hair, replaced it potentially for lovely slicked back brown hair. That was harder than it should have been to say. Potentially returning long term as Superman. I personally think he is. And it's great fucking news for me. But as you can see here, that's not what I'm talking about initially anyway. I'll get into that, I'm sure, in the next article, which is actually the producer of The Witcher. Not at all harbouring these sour grapes that the likes of a Grace Randolph seems to possess towards Henry Cavill for leaving the TV show. Apparently Henry isn't an actor, incidentally, a movie star. But we'll get into that. Henry has come out and spoke about his hopes for Superman moving forward. He hopes it will be a more inspiring character. Because of course, a bit dour in Man of Steel, a bit dour in Batman v Superman, a bit dour and grouchy after being murdered and resuscitated, revived in Justice League. So it would be nice to see a little bit more of a hopeful Kal-El, whatever the fuck, however you pronounce that, Superman. It would be nice to see a more Christopher Reeves. The subway is still the safest and most reliable form of transport. That kind of Superman. Stop! Don't do it! The people! That's what I want to see, but with Henry Cavill. And just a little tinge more darkness in there, because that was a little bit light. But this is what I had to say. Henry had 2 quotes, quite sizable ones, and I'm going to read them. He had this to say: there is so much in the way of conversations to be had. Obviously, I have a very close connection to the character, and there is something extraordinarily special about him. Extraordinarily special about his capacity to give and to love. I don't mean romantically. I mean his love for Earth and for the people who live here. And to make people feel powerful. To make people feel like Superman themselves. I have plenty of desires for this, of course, which will be discussed more in time. Hint, hint, wink, wink. That means he's coming back to play Superman in his own movies. More in time. If it was just one cameo and he was finished and they were recasting, he wouldn't be speaking about Superman with anybody more in time. He's sticking around. He's playing Superman. Bitches, fuck off. We are going to get a different Superman. We're going to get a sort of alternate Earth Superman, and J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot Company is going to be producing it, and we're going to have a black actor and director in that movie. That's going to be fucking great as well. Really looking forward to that. That will be like Matt Reeves' Batman, separate universe. We're all smart enough. We can compute there is 2 Superman characters existing in different universes at the same time. But Henry's coming back, and I'm over the fucking moon about it, man. I'll finish what you had to say though. But the most important thing, which I will be aiming for, is for the audience to leave the cinema and to feel like they can fly, to feel like they can protect, and to feel like they want to give to everyone else. That would be my goal. Inspiring words from the guy. Just delighted to see this guy. He's a thoroughly fucking decent human being as well. Just really well spoken. Comes across as a top guy. Worked hard in his career, man. Starred in some big fucking movies. Starring in a Netflix movie, Enola Holmes, I believe it is, the sequel, with Millie Bobby Brown. First one was a well-received movie. He starred in Mission Impossible, this guy. He's worked with Christopher McQuarrie, with Tom Cruise. He's been Superman in multiple blockbusters. They may have flopped, some of them. Some people might not like other ones, but he still played Superman. This guy's a fucking movie star. He's a bona fide movie star. He's still only in his late 30s, maybe early 40s. He's jacked out his brain. He's in the prime of his fucking acting life. Big 6'2" hunk. Immaculate hair. This guy's a fucking movie star. He might not be Brad Pitt. He may not be Leonardo DiCaprio. But it suggests this guy's something of a B-grade actor, that he's a TV actor. That he was only ever going to live out his career on Netflix doing TV content. Not that there's anything wrong with that, The Witcher. I've not seen it, because it's not my cup of tea. But by all accounts, well respected by a lot of people. And he seemed to be really passionate about the character. But this guy belongs on the silver screen. He belongs on the biggest sort of viewing experience possible, IMAX super screen. He belongs in that cape playing Superman. I fucking love Man of Steel. I thought it was a fantastic Superman movie. I loved it. Loved Kevin Costner in it. And I loved, and I'm blanking on his name again, Michael Shannon. I just loved that movie. Everything about it. Just really, really good Superman movie for me. One of my favourite DC movies ever made. And it was down to Henry and his take on the character. Everything he says there, you can certainly egg it up. You can dial it up to fucking 20. But you get a sense that he genuinely loved Earth. He loved humans. Also, that get tested again and again as he went through his story in the actual expanded universe. But that is all the aspects that you get from a good Superman movie. His genuine love, affection for Earth. His sort of adoptive planet for his actual human parents. He belongs in this place. He's a sort of monster in this place in equal measures, though, because some people want to bring him down, Lex Luthor's and people of that nature. That's always something we've got with this character. But I just, first and foremost, I'm just really excited to potentially see Henry Cavill come back and playing this character. We've been speaking about this for years, wanting this guy back. You've pissed away his sort of best years, a decade nearly, where you could have been making brilliant Superman movies. This is one of the greatest comic book fucking heroes ever brought into existence. You've got people at DC and Warner Bros. Saying it needs momentum. James Gunn comes on board, probably been working behind the scenes for many months, and it seems like right away things start moving and we're getting Henry back playing Superman. Long may it fucking continue. Long may he shut the haters up. Fucking really looking forward to seeing movies in the future with this guy in a cape doing Superman shit, stopping Nuclear Man, rebuilding the Great Wall of China, championing the subway system, try to stop people hurting people, evil people hurting good people. That's what I want to see. That's Superman.